Alright, let's see if this will set up in my car. Oh, it's because I'm scooted back. Alright, what's up what? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, then hello. My name is Morales-Ygloria, and I don't know if the AC is too loud for you guys. Hopefully it's not. Alright, it is Sunday, August 26th. It's about noon. I'm headed to my mom's right now, but I figured I would stop and record this video because I've been trying to record this damn video for weeks. I'm actually sitting in the parking lot of my old high school, and it's just weird. I just figured, like, what better place than my old stomping grounds to do this video. I haven't sat in front of the camera and talked to you guys in what seems like forever. I feel like we got a lot to talk about. For those of you guys who are just joining us, hello, welcome to my channel. How are you doing? I left to Spain in June, and I walked the Camino de Santiago, and it was a 500-mile pilgrimage through Spain, and it took me a month to do it. And yeah, basically you're all caught up. There's a few things that I have been wanting to like update you guys on and everything, so here we are. Sit back, relax, because honestly this might be a long video. Wait, first and foremost, I want to thank my parents, first of all, for even like making this whole thing possible. Like, without them, I would not have been able to go on this trip. So shout out to you guys, shout out for the support. Seriously, without them, like, I wouldn't have been able to do this. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you guys to the absolute fullest for allowing me the opportunity to do this. And I also want to thank everyone that followed me along my journey, you know, on YouTube and on Snapchat and through my Instagram. Like, all of you guys that texted me words of encouragement, saying good luck and everything, thank you guys so much. All of you guys that watched the videos, like, thank you guys so much. Like, all of the positivity I got while I was gone was absolutely incredible. You guys have no idea what that felt like for me, to have just like your guys' support and your guys' like well wishes and everything. It was absolutely incredible. I could not have like had that positive experience without you guys as well, so thank you guys for that. I actually tried to record this video while I was still in Santiago, but I wanted to take a break from video like editing and recording everything, and just really enjoy like the time that I had left in Europe. So I really hope you guys understand that. That was one of the reasons. Another reason why was because I actually wanted to kind of let everything sink in. The entire experience was just incredible. It was life-changing. It was incredible, and I just needed some time to kind of like let everything sink in. And I also actually wanted to come home and see how like Post-Camino life was going to be. So now that I've been home for about a month, like, I feel like everything's kind of sunk in and I'm back into reality and everything. And so that's why I just feel a little bit more comfortable like sitting in front of the camera talking to you guys about my experience. My overall experience with the Camino was absolutely amazing. I honestly miss the Camino so much. I wish that I was back on the Camino so bad. I don't know what it is about Camino life that just makes everything so incredible, and like you take everything for, you know, like what it, like you don't take things for granted when you're walking on the Camino and everything. Like, everything is so special to you, like you appreciate so much, and I love that. I love the simplicity of the Camino and how everyone is just so like-minded around you, and we're all literally just connected by this one thing, and you're there for different reasons, but that one thing like connects you guys so well, and I love that. I miss the Camino so much, and I'm already planning on doing, if not all of them, most of them again and again and again. I will tell you guys this is something that actually kind of threw me off a little bit. The day that I got to Santiago, I expected myself to have like a very emotional crying thing happen to me, because this journey was very emotional for me, and I will tell you guys a little bit about that in a second. I figured like when I had finished and I was sitting in front of the cathedral, you know, I was gonna have like this breakdown of just emotions and everything, and it actually didn't happen. When I got to the cathedral in Santiago, I was like, oh, okay. And it actually took me a few hours to really realize like what I had just accomplished and everything. It was just so unreal to me, and I just did not acknowledge for a few hours like what had just happened. And I mean, the walk to Santiago was more emotional for me than like actually arriving. But once we arrived and like everything sank in, it was incredible. I mean, to stand there in front of this cathedral that you had been walking toward for however long, and you're just like, I got myself here on my feet. Like, what? And it's incredible. I mean, honestly, I felt so unbreakable at that point. It was so I don't know the words to use for it, but that was my last experience with, you know, the Camino and the cathedral in Santiago and everything. And honestly, I loved every single second of my experience on the Camino. I was very, very honest with you guys when I had told you guys the reason as to why I was going and walking this Camino in the first place. And I had told you guys it was because of a breakup I had just gone through. Like a couple months previous to me leaving. And in the video I had said, I basically lied to you guys in that video where I told you guys that I was leaving California, because I had said that I held like no negative feelings, no resentment, everything. Let's just roll the clip so you guys can see exactly what part of the video I'm talking about. I have absolutely zero negative feelings toward him. I lied. I had said that I didn't feel any sort of resentment, any sort of negative like feelings toward the person or the situation. Yeah, that was a total lie. When I left to Europe, I was in a very good positive space where I figured like, I'm over it, you know, I'm in this mindset that I'm just going and I can just focus on myself and my happiness and like, you know, whatever. Like I don't even have to think about this whole event, this whole situation. Over it, done, fiend. Well, the first week of walking, I was dumbfounded because every single day, I like dedicated majority of my day to thinking about my relationship and my breakup and my ex, and I was like so frustrated. I was so frustrated because I didn't want to think about it, you know, because I'm like, I'm over it. Like, why? Stop thinking about it. But it's like when you allow yourself to just wander, like your mind to just wander, it just wanders to like random stuff, right? Well, mine always wandered to that, and I'm like, oh my God, what? I need to think about like me and my future, like what I'm doing with my life when I get home, like what I need to do for myself. Like, why am I so stuck on this? And it was very, very frustrating for me because I was like, I'm over it. Like, why am I still thinking about it? And then obviously, clearly, I just realized, like, I came to the realization, I'm obviously not over it. I'm obviously not over it. Like, there has to be some things that I have to work through and like think about and work through and everything. I honestly was very frustrated with everything, but I honestly came to the realization that I was holding on to a lot of resentment toward him and the situation and everything, and it was like constantly me thinking about what I did to, like, what happened, what could have happened differently. And it was just like I was living in this like the past. I was living in the past and like working through all of these possibilities that I could have done better or like could have done differently to avoid the outcome that happened or like the way that things like played out and everything. And it was just so frustrating because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We're still not in a relationship. We're not going to be in a relationship. So why am I like, why? And then I had to work so hard to get myself to forgive him. I realized that I hadn't forgiven him yet. And forgiveness is extremely hard to do, especially if you're not communicating with the other person. Like you're trying to forgive, like you're trying to forgive someone that never apologized. what are you supposed to do? Like, you know, you don't know how the other person feels. You don't know, like, you just have to, you have to realize, you have to work through it and realize that shit happens. You know, it sucks really bad, but you know what? It's fine. Why? Because there's good and goodbyes. There's always good and goodbyes. You may not know why. You may not know, like, ever, you know, you may not figure it out right off the bat, but there's always a good in endings. Like, it's just a very crucial time for me on the Camino was the Cruz de Ferro. And I made an Instagram post about this. Cruz de Ferro is where all the pilgrims drop their artifacts. Like, usually pilgrims will pick up, like, they'll bring rocks or shells or crystals and everything. They're called sorrow stones, and they're supposed to symbolize the burdens of life, whatever they may be. Okay, it's a physical burden on you that you had been carrying from the beginning of your Camino, and at this cross you drop this, and this is to symbolize you leaving the burdens, whatever burdens of life that you carried thus far. That's where you leave them. And that came about two and a half weeks into the Camino for me. I had made it a point where I told myself, Cruz de Ferro is the last place where I will entertain the what if thoughts that were drowning me the entire time. Cruz de Ferro was my point where I was going to let everything go. All of the resentment that I still felt, all of the like ache that I felt, because, you know, I missed him and I wanted a different outcome, and like the whole, with me, it's like I wanted to be able to change the past, and like it's just too much to hold on to the what ifs that could have happened. And Cruz de Ferro was where I left this rock that I had been carrying with me since the beginning. And I left this rock, but at that moment, I also let go of the resentment that I felt, the negative feelings that I felt, and I forgave him. And it came to a realization that regardless, like, things didn't work out. Whatever led to our breakup, okay. But at the end of the day, things didn't work out for a reason, and I can no longer entertain, well, what if this? What if that? So at that very spot is where I decided I was letting this go. Letting it go, letting life be what it was, and everything. And the rest of the Camino, I felt so serene. I felt so serene. I didn't feel any more anxiety. I didn't feel any more regret. I didn't feel any more hostility, like no more hatred and everything. All I felt was, I did feel some sort of sadness sometimes, because, I mean, losing someone that you love, like, that's sad. And you miss them. And you get sad. And that's fine. So I felt sadness, but honestly, like, when I would share my memories, it would always be with a smile now, because at the end of the day, it's like, I can't deny that the time that we were in each other's lives, it was great. It was great, and we made amazing, amazing memories that I can now smile about, because I have forgiven him, and I've worked through every single, like, barrier and, like, obstacle that I had been dealing with. And so that was a very, very crucial moment and experience for me on the Camino and everything. I know that was a lot, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I was dishonest. Like, I felt like I did not have any sort of feelings toward this situation, but I did. And I realized that very early on when I went to the Camino, that I still hadn't worked through things. So it took a very long time for me to get to that headspace, and it took a lot of work. It took a lot of days walking and thinking about him and about the situation and about just everything, and just realizing that at the end of the day, it happened, you know? It happened. There's nothing that I can do about it. And now it's like, I have forgiven and I have let go. I mean, moving on and letting go is different. You know, I have let go, but I'm not ready to like move on romantically with anyone else, because I don't know, at the end of the day, I still realize how much I care for him, and I'm just not ready to like feel that toward anyone else right now. And that's okay. Like, that's totally fine with me. I'm 100% being content with myself. Like, I'm awesome. My own company is great. That was one of the biggest things that the Camino taught me, was that I'm so strong with myself, and like by myself. I'm strong by myself, and I thrive alone. Like, I thrive alone so much, and I have so much untouched potential, you know, like that I can just succeed in everything and I can conquer everything by myself. Like, I don't need, you know, another person to just succeed in life. And that's one of the biggest things that I like just tapped into while I was on the Camino, was my full potential of being alone and succeeding alone and being happy alone. Like, I'm my own man's. So honestly, my friend Vanessa would say that all the time, which is but I became so comfortable with myself that even if I'm not ready to move on with anyone else, it's okay. I got myself, me, myself, and I, and we're doing just fine. So I'm happy now. I'm so happy being by myself, alone, and independent. Like, I don't mind. I really don't mind. I was so scared to be alone, and I was so scared to not have that someone to like share life with and experience life with. Like, that was the biggest fear that I had when my relationship ended. It was like, I lost my best friend, and I lost this person that I was sharing life with, you know, that I was like experiencing life with, and it sucked. It sucked so bad, and I was so scared, because I'm like, who am I gonna, like, I want someone, you know. At the time, I felt like I needed someone to like share life with and go on adventures with and like do these things, and it's like, no, I don't. I can do it myself. So it's just, now I just feel so, I feel so confident in myself, and I feel so sure of myself, and so like stable now about just everything that I need and deserve in life and want in life. You know, I feel like now I have this is why I'm not dating, because now I have a clearer understanding of what exactly I need and want in a relationship, and that's why I'm not up with the BS anymore, guys. Like, I'm not. If we don't connect on an intellectual, emotional, and, you know, attractive like level, then I'm not gonna entertain these games. I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to build an empire. I'm not trying to play around with a little friggin' no. And that's why I just feel like so confident in myself. It's just the Camino really helped me get to this place where it's like, I know what I deserve, I know what I want, and anything less is not up for discussion. So that's that. And I honestly have the Camino to like thank for getting me to this place, for getting me to this strength, for getting me to like be this person that I've always been, but I never like projected her. I never showcased her. And now I'm like, this is the only girl that you're gonna get. So I feel so strong, and I feel so happy and content with everything that has happened, you know, and everything that is just in my future. I'm so grateful for. I came back and I had a clean slate. I graduated college. I didn't have a plan. I mean, I had kind of a plan, but I didn't really have a plan. And when I was there at the Camino, like doing the Camino, I just realized like, I want this, I want that, I honest to God know that I can do this and that, and everything is within my grasp. I'm the only person standing in the way of me getting whatever I want. And the fact that I feel that confident, and the fact that I feel this strong, and the fact that I feel this able to do whatever, that was the Camino. It's like you spend a month walking and thinking and being by yourself and in your thoughts, and it's like sometimes it got to you, but other times it's like, wait, I'm freaking awesome, I am a badass, like, hello? So that has been my whole experience with the Camino, guys. Like, it was incredible. It was life-changing. It was incredible. I just feel so amazing about myself and about my life now, and about my full potential, and just everything that's coming my way. It's gonna be so amazing. It's gonna be like, God, I can't even So let me tell you guys very briefly about what has post-Camino life been back in reality. I have been trying to get jobs lined up for myself. So I will be substitute teaching soon, as well as bartending soon. Actually bartending, not just doing parties and private events and everything. So I will be doing that very, very soon, and I'm very, very happy about it. One of the things that I was so nervous about coming home wasn't like getting jobs lined up or like getting my life jump started or anything. It was honestly keeping my Camino mentality. You know, I was really, really nervous about coming home and getting stuck back in the same nonsense, the merry-go-round of nonsense of like this just negativity and drama and unnecessary like gossip or like pettiness or whatever. I had worked through all of that, and I came back and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to play these petty games. I don't want to get into the drama, the like BS drama of like, girl, no. So I was so nervous because it's very, very easy to hit the reset button when you come back to reality, and I know that, and I'm very aware that I'm very susceptible to resetting when I come back home after like such an amazing experience like this. And I almost like, I was resetting a little bit. I was kind of losing motivation. I was kind of like, I had already lost motivation. I had already put myself in certain situations to get involved with like pettiness and drama and negativity and everything, and I just needed to like, I got myself on the radar of everyone, and I'm like, wait, let me just take my dot off that radar really quick. And so I've taken a step back the past couple of weeks, and taken a step back and kind of like what is that word that I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm thinking of right now, but I kind of took a step back and just distanced myself away from certain situations that I didn't think would be good for me and good for like my mentality and just all of that. So I am focusing, I'm back to being focused, I'm back to doing my things that I need to get done, and you know, spending my time with the people that I care about most, and that's about it. You know, I've spent a lot of time with my family now. I don't know if a lot of you guys know, like, my stepmom is pregnant. She's about ready to pop like any second. So I am patiently waiting for my baby sister Elena to come into this world. So I have been spending a lot of time with my family, with my mom, like, and just a few friends that I do keep very close. Like, I've been spending time with them, like making a point to make time for family and friends, and like make time for myself and everything. So that's been really what's been priority for me. I have been just trying to really focus on keeping my mentality of that I just work so hard to create and get to on the Camino. And that was the biggest thing for me when I came home, is that I just didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose that you know, all that work that had been done while I was gone and everything. I think that I'll get back into filming maybe. I do have a few things that I do need to do. Number one, I want to make a cinematic style video from the Camino, but I'm actually looking for the perfect song to do it with, which is why I haven't done it yet. So look out for that. I am still planning on doing a packing list for you guys, and the reason why I waited to do the packing list was because I wanted to go through the whole Camino with like my original packing list and then give you guys like a give you guys like my opinion, what I used, what I didn't use, and what I recommend bringing. And this will be obviously like a female packing list. Look out for that if you guys are interested in more information about like Camino de Santiago packing list, or like research on all of that. So that's gonna come, and then I will start picking up vlogging soon, when I start to actually do things other than what, like, getting jobs aligned and everything. So that'll happen. I need to get a new car mount, obviously, and I need to fix my stabilizer because there's something wrong with it. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update on my life since I've been back for about a month and I haven't actually sat down in front of you guys and talked to you guys about this whole experience. So this was it. I hope if you guys stuck around for this whole video, you guys are real ones. Thank you guys so much. And if you didn't, that's okay too. I don't blame you because this is going to be a really long video. So thank you guys again so much for all the positivity, all the support, and all the love. Thank you guys for all the love. I am so happy to be back in California. I am happy. I did get asked that, you know, a few times. Are you happy to be back? I am happy to be back. I love California. I miss California. I miss my family. I miss my friends. Riverside has always been my home, and it's a little easier to live here now. So I am back. So please stay tuned for more videos to come very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.